Hello again, everybody. I've just been gathering up some papers to add to the journal signatures. At the moment, all I have in the signatures is tea-stained paper, and that is baked in an oven this time. And that's mainly because it's winter here and it kept my kitchen warm. So I bake them. I don't do that in hot weather anymore, but those particular ones were baked in the oven. So I've got a couple of pieces of note paper, so I'll have one for each of the journals. I have some mathematical tables, and I've chosen where there's a blank page there, and there's some writing there. And on this one, we have tables as well, just to add a little bit of interest. This is typewriting paper. So a sheet each. This is some music paper. I think I need to divide those up. And then we have some graph paper and some writing paper. And then some marbled paper. It's not marbled paper really, it's, oh, there's a name for it that just escapes me. That's going in there. And another sheet of graph paper, also slightly different to the last one. So I will be putting those in, dividing them into the signatures. I just wanted to divide those and show you what I've got there to add to the journals. It just adds a nice little bit of colour variation and, you know, texture with different types of pages. Not sure exactly how they'll be going in, but they will be going in. Also, I found those little flowers that I was talking about in my Luscious Laces goodies. So these little ones here. So I'll be able to add those to some embellishments as well. I also came across these, and these are some of the original bags that I made, like these ones that I showed you before. I've used some in journals, but these are the ones that I've got left. So we have one with index cards in, we have one with some folded paper in, and one with like a little paper sampler. It's like a sampler of offcuts of paper and stitched across the top. These were made about a year ago or so, inspired by Lacey. I don't know what it was she made. I can't find it. It was on Instagram. It wasn't exactly like these, but it made me make these. That's what I'm saying. There's a few other bits I found in here, but they're a bit too citrusy for this particular journal. But I will use a couple of these, I think, and I will probably use I might just use these two and keep that one because I can put index cards in the other ones. And I like doing this. This is just a couple of index cards. So it's nice to keep something to remind you of what you've made. Otherwise you forget, don't you? So I'll put those to one side. Put these over here so I'll put them in the pouches actually, so I'll put one in one and one in the other. That one can go in there, and we were going to work on the bags as well. Just put this away. The last video I made, I felt like I repeated myself a couple of times, so I don't want these tutorials dragging on too long. So let's just see what we can do with these papers. and then we can get on with something. I'd like to do a couple of tuck spots perhaps. Okay, so we have two smaller ones, so I will probably, they don't have to be full size. I could cut that in the middle. And then there's that one, which can also be cut in the middle. And use like a, what do they call them, tip-in type thing. I could do that. The larger ones, how wide are they? So that's typing paper. It's a different texture. I could just fold that like that. Or fold that like that. And then we have this one. We don't have any tuck things yet, do we? So we could do that. We don't want to make it too wide for the book. No, that will be fine. Okay, so we'll do, is that a bit crooked? Kind of looks it, doesn't it? Maybe the paper's a bit crooked. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we have that one. And then this one. And this one. And these pieces that I'm ripping off, I can use for ephemera pieces as well. Kind of like that full size, so I'm just sort of, I don't think, oh yeah, just directly in half will be fine. And that one, I think that's a bit big, isn't it? It's wider that way. I could fold that one up as well, I guess. I do like tuck spots. You don't have to fill them, but it's nice to have them when you're using a journal to put things in. I could fold that one the opposite way, like that. Okay, that's my stuff there. Okay, that should be over there. Alright, so and just like that, and then that, got that one, don't we? Like that, and they can be kept as scraps. So we have 4 little inserts, so we want 2 in the first one and 2 in the back, perhaps. So that. does that spoil that though? It's after it. That's a pocket. Should it be in there like that? Oh, that could work better, I think, because then the green goes nicely with that blue colour, and then you get the full benefit of this image. Yeah, and then going back, making sure it works the opposite way as well. That's not going to work there. Oh, it doesn't have to be a pocket. It can just be like a little thing, because it's already tea stained, that one. So that's all right. But that perhaps shouldn't fold like that. That kind of gets a bit... maybe that can fold that way. So that's like that, that's like that, that's like that, that's like that, that's like that. That comes back there, 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 and there. I will add probably more blue in the journal so that that doesn't look quite out of place. If it ends up looking out of place, I can take it out. So that's the first signature. And let's have a look at the second one. Put that one there. There we go. Could go in the middle. There's a lot of green going on there, isn't there? But it could go in the middle, like that. No, I don't like it in the middle. I think it'd be too green there. So I think it has to go perhaps at the beginning. And I will find something else. Yeah, that's better. I'll have to find something else for the middle of that signature. Okay, so that's that one. I wanted to also have a couple of bags in here. Maybe that one would be all right there. And before I forget, I think I will just cut the end off that. Okay. So that one goes in there. And this one it could go there. There. Yeah, there. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and do the other one and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've done the other one now, and I've also just popped in A bag in that one there, and in the second signature I've put a brown one somewhere. There we go. A bag as well. So now what will we do? Let's just have a look. Now I know I want to keep the lady to make my paper doll, but I just want to have a look at the ephemera pieces. Some of them. Okay, put those back in there. So we have a little envelope. Okay, and those two tags that are going to be made more firm than that. All right, we have scissors. We have some little doily cutouts, and I have already reinforced those a little bit, and they can be like tuck spots, I think. Then we also have ephemera that can be made into journal cards and tags and things, and this is the one from the Flora collection, Flora Ledger. And then there's also, and these ones are from the Bella collection, aren't they pretty? These little, they're like calling cards, I guess, or cards. See that? And that's just a faux envelope. And these can all be backed, so just trying to work out where I am here. So there's lots to work with to make journal spots and tags. And I've also, and there's a couple of little fake seals there. I also have like a book cover, I guess, effect. A couple of them. There's that one. See, that's going to make a nice little notebook to put into the book. And I would prefer that on the front, to be honest, you know. There's that. That will make another little notebook, I think, and I can put a picture on the front of it and a smaller one on the back. So it can have two little booklets. I think I'll cut that one into two separate ephemera pieces, because I don't particularly like that on the front. And so I'll cut that. So it gives us a bit more ephemera to play with as well. So two booklets, lots of tags and journal spots, and then we have some nice little tuck spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a large one. So I think the small one and then the two medium-sized ones like that. All these I need to reinforce with some tea-dyed paper. So let's just put those there. And decide where we want to put these tuck spots first. Okay. Oh, every time I see that, I think, isn't she pretty? Lovely. Okay. See, it could go like that, but then I think she is there on the front and then she's there again. So maybe it needs spacing out. Maybe that, let's just have a little flick through. So that's the pocket there. I could have decoration there. That's another pocket there. That's a little going to be a tuck spot there. Could have one here. It's got to be on a thicker page to hold it. So it could go there. Or is it too big there? Because it's got pink ruffle. If that one went there, where will the other one go in here? Can't go there. Needs to kind of be on the other side, I think. It's going to be stenciled. No. Could go there. Is that the same? No, it's not. All right, that one can go there. And here's a little trick I saw Artie Mays do, and put some coloured clips. I saw her do this a couple of years ago, I think it was. And that where it reminds her of where things are and that something needs doing there. So hopefully it works. So that's signature 1 and signature 2. I'll go like that. That could go there. That's pretty there. There. Could go there.
What?
Like that. Just a moment. Alright, so I've placed those in, and I have... Did I place them in? Yes, I did place them. I placed them in one. I haven't placed them in the other. I've got these are tea stained also, and they're the colouring book pages. And what I thought was I would do some decoupage. So when I was looking for the little flowers, I came across a nice piece of lace that might be nice to use in the journals. Isn't that pretty? It's got that real old look to it, so I've got that out, and that's also from Luscious Laces. And I have some paper napkins here, and I thought I'd have a little look and see what napkins were in here, whether we can use some for a bit of decoupage. So there's that one that I think the colours would work really well when you look at the cover there. It's really a nice combination. There's another bit of it there too. I've obviously used it in another journal at some time, so I can use that and decoupage it over the top. That way you get the lovely image coming through as well. So there's that one. That one has a bit too much yellow. I think that one might be a bit too bright. I do like the butterfly though. That one might be a bit too bright also, and that one, we might not get many out of this pile. I just grabbed them and thought I'd have a look. They might not be the right colours though. No, that's a bit red, that one. There's that, but no. I love that one, but it's going to clash. That's all right, we'll use that one. I've got plenty of other napkins too, so I'll just have a little look. Okay, so trying to sort of stick with those colours. That's a lovely one, but I'm wondering whether it might be a bit too bright. It's got the blues in there. The thing is, it might not be too bright by the time you take the backing off. See, that one's already had the backing taken off. It might, see, because it's on a bright white background there, don't throw these pieces away, because you can use those for other things. Like if you use something like this, see, that's not too bright, but if you do use something and you find it too bright, you can go over it again with one of the backing sheets and it will subdue it more. So don't throw your backing pieces out, because they're useful as well. So, but that I think will be fine. I don't think it needs to be subdued at all, and it looks like it's it will work fine the way it is. Isn't it beautiful? So I might not need this one. That one's looks like succulents, doesn't it? I just thought that brought more of the blue in as well. We'll start with this one. Put those to the side for the time being. And we'll start, because obviously that's not going to do both of the pieces, so I'll use part on here, then do the other one in that one, and then share it up between the two journals. Let's put some scissors away once again. Now might just cut it down a bit before we start. Whoops. Right. Put some things away. Over there, that over there, that over there, that over there. You can never have a big enough desk. It all encroaches on you all the time. Okay, there's some... Oh, I don't know if I've got enough of this. Oh, goodness. Okay, I think I'm going to have to... what have I got here? I think I'm going to have to make some more gesso, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I've made some more gesso. And this is just made up of PVA glue, calcium carbonate and water. About equal parts, I'm thinking. This is actually a clear gesso, and I use it for decoupage because it's a matte finish, which I really like. The calcium carbonate you can get from health food stores, but it's quite expensive. I looked at the box when I opened, because I just opened a new packet that I got a long time ago, and I got it from a pet shop online, and it was a lot. It was just a fraction of the price that it would have been from a health food shop, and you know, you can get larger quantities. So, and this will last me quite a long time, so I'm just giving it an extra stir. And I've just popped it into a pickle jar. I used warm water, so it's a little bit runnier, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, let's see how we go here. I've just got... Do I have anything I can put under there other than the paper I've got? Another sheet, perhaps? An old sheet that I can discard afterwards might be a good idea. Here we go. I'll use that. Okay. And I like using this because it means I can go over it afterwards and I don't get a shiny finish to it, which is really nice. Okay. Okay. Carefully going over it, and it gives it a nice, almost cloth-like texture once it's finished. And I will probably use the heat gun to dry this because the weather just isn't, it's not hot enough to let it air dry quickly. In summer, no problem, but at this time of the year here, it'll take a while if I want that to dry naturally. So I'll just use the heat gun on it, I think, and see how it goes. Okay. I'll turn the video off until I'm finished. Now that the decoupage is dry, I did end up just leaving it overnight. I'm just going back to it now. I thought I would make a couple of things out of it. It has a gritty feel to it because, like I said, it is a gesso mix. It feels like a canvas fabric now. I was thinking about, like, you know, a page edging might be nice, like that. That can be stitched on, and it's like it can be a tuck spot on both sides. Oops, sorry, you can't see, on both sides. I quite like that idea. So we could do that. And also one perhaps for the top as well. I'll keep that so I can copy that. And these little bits that are left, I may be able to punch things like flowers or circles or something like that out of and use. So I'll do another one of these here. And I'll free cut it. It's easier than fiddling around. They don't have to be exactly the same. There we go. So 2 of those. And then no, that one doesn't. Let's try that one again. That one might be better. As a top of page. Like that as well. And decorated. So I'll get another one of those, and there can be one for each.